Okay, so welcome to today's video. We're going to be looking at today equivalent fractions. So this is something that you've seen last year in grade 7, but we're going to be revisiting it again and then using it to sort of extend your use and application of fractions. Okay, so a little definition here: equivalent fractions are equal in value. So if we had something like a number line here from -1 to 1, and this means here would be 0.5 and this is -0.5, then what it means that if equivalent fractions, the two fractions would lay on the same area. So here we would have 1/2, and in the same place in the number line we could have 3/6. That would make them equivalent fractions. Okay, you could also have -3/4 and -9/12. Okay, they would be considered equivalent fractions. Okay, because they lie on the same place on the number line. So how do you make these equivalent fractions then? Well, you create them by multiplying a fraction by a over a, which is 1. So don't forget that if we had 3 divided by 3, that equals 1. 20 divided by 20 is 1. Infinity divided by infinity is 1. Okay, so remember that. And this is a great maths trick. Maybe not a lot of the stuff that you'll do now can get undone by this kind of thing, but later on down the track in mathematics, being able to do this and knowing when to use it, and then you can unlock some really big algebra problems by knowing what to multiply by this sort of stuff. You can create stuff that you can factor, you can break things apart, all kinds of cool stuff just by knowing this little trick. So it's a good one to get used to. So we could do 4/5, we could multiply it by a over a. So 4/5, we're going to go 4/5 times 10/10 gives us 40/50. Which means that 4/5 and 40/50 are equivalent fractions. Okay? Right, 6/7, we can do it with that one as well. We can have 6/7 times 5/5. So that would be 30/35. So that means 30 and 30. 6/7 and 30/35 are equivalent fractions. Right. Or we can divide by a over a. So if you have one like this, where the numerator and denominator are both divisible by, have the same factor you can divide by, we can divide by a over a, because a divided by a is 1. So it's the same thing as dividing by 1. So 5/25, you could have it as, so 5 divided by 5/25 divided by 5 is 1/5. And so that means that 5/25 and 1/5 are equivalent fractions. Okay, finding the simplest form of a fraction. So you divide the numerator and denominator by the highest common factor of each number. Okay, so 24 and 60, the highest common factor is 12. So remember, we do the highest common factor way of finding them. You can use either the table method or your factor trees to do it. So we know 24 and 60, the highest common factor is 12. So we go 24/60, so 24 divided by 12 over 60 divided by 12. 24 divided by 12 is usually 2, and 60 divided by 12 is 5. So therefore 24/60 and 2/5 are equivalent. Okay, and that's all we have for equivalent fractions today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Essentially, equivalent fractions are quite easy, very short video. You just need to get practice and be able to do it quite quickly and recognize things you can and can't do to create your equivalent fractions. Okay, make sure you come to class prepared, ready to go. Thank you.